what's up guys, MKBHD here, and these are the PowerBeats Pro. That's right, I'm reviewing Beats. So you may have seen or heard about these in various ads like the one you just watched, and I do gotta say, even though everyone in that actual commercial was technically a professional athlete, I still think the word pro is overused in products. Like, why are these the PowerBeats Pro? But that's a rant for another day. At the end of the day, these are just headphones. So when I started using these, I just wanted to know how good of headphones are they, and are they worth the money? Because they are $250. So they better be good. Then again, they are Beats. Now it turns out, spoiler, they are pretty great. I still think they're overpriced, but as wireless earbuds, they're pretty great. So you can think of these as AirPods, but if Apple actually cared about them staying in people's ears. So easily my favorite part about these PowerBeats Pro is how they're built. Like, I've never been a huge earbuds kind of guy, but for working out and for moving around and things like that, you have to have something lightweight. So that's when I prefer earbuds. And they just got to stay in my ears and be comfortable. AirPods never really fit in my ears. I wasn't as lucky as a lot of you guys, but there are two main differences with these versus AirPods that actually keep them in my ear. So number one, similar to Jaybirds I've had in the past, these have a soft touch replaceable ear tip that you can put different sizes on. So instead of having just hard plastic, one size fits all, these are soft touch and they fit pretty well. And then number two, this piece that goes basically over and around your ear and then holds it snugly to hold the earbuds in. And these, I mean, you can either get the kind that go into the ear up here or over and around. I actually really like these. The first pair of earbuds I ever really used a lot in high school also had these, and they're not coming off. So just generally, I like the design. I got the black ones, so they're all matte black plastic, sweatproof of course, and the clamp force, while it is snug, it isn't too tight, and the sign of any good pair of headphones is that you can wear them for a long time, and after a while you just kind of forget you're wearing them. That's good. Okay, they also differ from AirPods in a couple of not so great ways. The first one being this case. It maybe looks like a small case with just me holding it in my hand, but this is a huge case. I mean, I guess I do love that they include a matte black protective hard shell case with them, with built-in battery and charging. There's a little light on the outside of the case, and there's a pair button on the inside. That's all great, but this actually makes me really appreciate the AirPods and their super small wireless charging case. Of course, AirPods are smaller, but the AirPods case is actually pocketable easily. The Beats case just is not. So that's kind of a big deal. Sometimes if you're, walking around and you just don't have a bag, if you have a gym bag, you can toss it in there. But if you don't, this is not great in the pocket. And then the case only charges via Lightning, so no USB Type-C and no wireless charging. So even with all this space, and even putting them actually in the case was this motion that for some reason I never quite got used to. Obviously AirPods, you just drop it in there and there's magnets and it's super easy. These have magnets too, and you can see the pins, but it's not quite as smooth. You have to get the angle just right. I don't know, maybe that's just me. But then the best difference with these versus AirPods is the actual bud. So number one, they actually do sound better. Yeah, they're a little bit bass heavy, but I mean, come on, what'd you expect? They're Beats. I'm not looking for a flat sound signature here. They're fun, good sounding headphones. The seal that you can create with the rubber tip in your ear, plus the clamp force on the side and them not coming out, they're a rich, good sounding pair of headphones. But then number two, the actual physical buttons on them. There's no touch points, there's real buttons. So on the right ear, the Beats logo is a button, and that can be your play pause, of course, double tap for the next song, triple tap for the previous. And on top of each earbud is a volume rocker. So this is better than voice control, better than the swiping across panels of the sides of headphones. It's just simple and easy, regular volume rocker, not over-engineered. Love it. Of course, if you still want to use voice control, you can. They have the H1 chip, so you can do a little Hey Siri action if you have an iPhone, and they'll still respond to that. Sorry for triggering anyone's HomePod, if anyone still has HomePods out there. But anyway, that brings us to the couple of ways that these are similar to AirPods. By the way, I'm comparing these to AirPods because, well, Apple bought Beats, so Beats are Apple headphones now, but also because they're just the most popular headphones everyone has, so there's that. So the PowerBeats Pro have the H1 chip in them, which means they do that sweet instant pairing with an iPhone or just regular Bluetooth pairing with any Android phone, just like AirPods. And there's also auto play pause when you take them out your ears and put them back in. They'll also do the Siri voice command if you're into that, or if you're on an Android phone, you can long press the Beats logo to trigger Google Assistant or whatever assistant you use. And then the battery life is just as good. So thankfully 8+ hours of playback easily. It has automatic standby. If you put them down when they're not in the case, they can go, for me, like a week without charging if I start with a full battery and a full case. And on top of that, there is fast charging. So if they're dead, you can drop them in the case for like 5 minutes and it gets you over an hour of listen time. So that's pretty clutch. So AirPods 2 are already pretty expensive at $160. But like I said, these are $250 for a pair of PowerBeats Pro. So while they are better than AirPods, yes, especially for someone like me, I still don't know if I can say they're worth $250. I guess if you absolutely must have the completely wireless, no wire between the buds, then, I guess that makes sense. These are some of the best ones, especially if you're an athlete. If you need them to be sweatproof, you need them to stay in your ears while you move around a lot, you need workout headphones. I wouldn't blame you if you got these. You'll probably be very happy with them. But just because these are so expensive, I feel like you can easily recommend something I've used in the past, the Jaybird X4s. They do have a wire between them, but they're super lightweight, great battery life, sweatproof. They stay in my ears just fine. And they're somewhere around like $100, $110. So I'll leave links to the alternative stuff that I'm talking about right below the like button, as well as the links to the Beats. But I think the price is the only thing holding these back. Overall, the stamp of Apple is very evident on the PowerBeats Pro, from the H1 chip to the very high price tag. But overall, there's not much negative, there's not much bad to say about these. So I'll give them credit for that. They actually made a good pair of headphones. And they live up to the ads, so that's good too. No regrets. I think I just recommended a pair of Beats on video. Thanks for watching. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.